day of school. I had sat with my mom picking out my clothes the night before. I had spent a great deal of time picking out my backpack, and I had become exceedingly excited to show everyone my lunchbox that had the Ninja Turtles on it. I'd fought. Gosh, man. I don't know, that hits me like a truck. It's like it's a child being, like we say an entity, but what's most likely a person, right? Like a predator. And it's a child who just wants to wear an outfit to kindergarten and to show off his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles lunchbox. And there's a monster.
Well,
oh, God.
I mean, there's the thing too about so many things of the ways that it's just little touchbacks. Like on the last one, what was the thing that Veronica said? Do you still watch Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Right.
And she's like, no, I watch.
It's just like the little.
Yeah.
It's just the little intricacies of like, I wanted to show off the ninja. It does time skips or time jumps very, very effectively.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's disgusting. I mean, even if this is a monster or something, it's just a helpless kid.
That's a good word. It's disgusting. Yeah, that's it. It feels it. Yeah. Oof, man. Anyway, okay. I'd fallen into my mom's habit of calling these children I haven't yet met my friends already, but as the condition of my cast worsened, I became deeply upset at the thought that surely I wouldn't be able to apply that label to anyone by the time this day was over. Aw, it's so sad. Defeated, I showed my mom. It took 30 minutes to get most of the moisture out while working to preserve the rest of the cast. To address the problem of the smell, my mom cut slivers off a bar of soap and slid them down into the cast, and then rubbed the remainder of the soap on the outside in an attempt to cocoon the rancid smell inside of a more pleasant one. By the time we arrived at the school, my classmates were already engaged in their second activity, and I was shoehorned into one of the groups. I wasn't made very clear on what the guidelines of the activity were, and within about 5 minutes, I had violated the rules so badly that each member of the group complained to the teacher and asked why I had to be in their group. I had brought a marker to school in hopes that I could collect some signatures and drawings on my cast next to my mother's, and I suddenly felt very foolish for having even put the marker in my pocket that morning.
God, this is so sad.
Bro, this story has tied me so emotionally to this poor child that I'm about to cry because he didn't get a signature.
I think this is going to be the introduction of Josh's
I think this
friendship
is where he met Josh. Yeah.
Yep.
Kindergartners had the lunchroom to themselves in my elementary school, but some of the tables were off limits, so I didn't have to sit alone. I was self-consciously picking at the fraying ends of my cast when a kid sat across from me.
I like your lunchbox,
he said. I could tell he was making fun of me, and I grew really angry. In my mind, that lunchbox was the last good thing about my day. I didn't look up from my arm, and I felt a burning in my eyes from the tears that I was holding back. I looked up to tell the kid to leave me alone, but before I could get the words out, I saw something that made me pause. He had the exact same lunchbox. I laughed.
I like your lunchbox too. I think Michelangelo's the coolest,
he said while miming nunchuck moves. I was in the middle of rebutting by saying that Raphael was my favorite when he knocked his open carton of milk off the table and onto his lap. I tried very hard to stifle my laughter since I didn't know him at all, but the struggling look on my face must have struck him as funny because he started laughing at first.